They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And this is really frustrating as a coach. Great job running the option, making the right read, getting down the field. You got to take care of the football now. You did the hard part. You got to worry about taking care of the football and the option all the time. Get on the ground, live to fight another play.
Leaves it with the back. Shoots his way for more. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great pass, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Ross. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Found the spot in the defense. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And it's incomplete on third down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
The give to the tailback. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Got a man, it's Marshall. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up 1 big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Fresno State will have to punt.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Purdue, 14. Fresno State, 7.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Purdue.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some...
Breaks into the open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracket.
Touchdown, Purdue! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Fresno State, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 13, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 45, on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Give to the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got it looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense in keeping it very simple.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll get rid of it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's caught inside the 20. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that,
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ross. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still on his feet at the 25. Oh, he found a space on the right. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On the move, he fires. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Might be changing the route. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads it left. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. A strike downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to buy time. Throwing on the run. He makes a grab. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Trying to pull his way in. And he will score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. He's past the 30. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Central Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back working for room. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to pass, it's Chadwick. With the catch, it's Branch. At midfield, he's got room. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got out an explosive play for the first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Every everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Chadwick. It's complete on the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Buying some time. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it.
He's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
56, Fresno State, 35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Past the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Throws to the wideout. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.